Today I'm going to explain a Korean fable film known as The Miracle. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The story surrounds a pair of contrary twins, Sumi and Rina. Sumi is shy and likes to spend time locked up in her room. She is also obese and has no self-confidence as a hobby. She sings on stage streams below the name Sexy Diva. Over the years she has accumulated many fans and followers, however no one has ever viewed her face every time she goes live. The feedback count on how especially she ought to be, however Sumi is aware of that if she suggests her face, their recognition will rapidly decline. In contrast, her sister Rina lives the dream of each and every young Korean girl. She is the visible of a famous female group, Miracle Girls. She is signed to a label and has tens of millions of fans worldwide. Known for her beauty and dance, Rina hardly ever knows how to sing. Still, she is the most popular member of the group. Her bandmates did not like her due to the fact she is boastful and rude. One day, their supervisor informs them that Rina has been called to film an industrial video with a popular male singer. Hey Seong, the different female are disenchanted considering the fact that Rina receives more possibilities than them even though they are lots higher singers. Later that day, a couple of newshounds come to the girls' domestic to interview Rino's family. However, Rina requested Sumi to continue to be in her room during the interview, ashamed of her looks. When asked if she has any siblings, Rina claims that her elder sister research abroad and is not often home. Sumi hates her sister due to the fact of her unlikable personality. Despite being twins, they do not share something about their lives. With every different and are always arguing. One element that Sumi despises more than her sister is her school. Her classmates bully her so lots that she always maintains a rely of the days left to graduate. Unfortunately for her, the crew of bullies additionally has a popular man named Jiok who she is madly in love with. Last year, round the equal time, Sumi had determined to confess her emotions to Jiok and offered him a gift, however the bullies caught her with it and studied the love letter out loud. Sumi nonetheless hasn't gotten over the embarrassment of being rejected in the front of everyone, however her feelings for Jiok haven't modified someplace else. Rina goes to the set of the industrial and meets a fellow idol, Hae Seong. He is even greater conceited than Rina and likes to assume of himself as a musician greater than an entertainer. Knowing that Rina is solely well known for her looks, he is extraordinarily impolite to her. Rina acts as the director asks her to, but Tai Young the notion of the commercial sounds dumb. He refuses to take phase in it and leaves his manager to do the damage. Control due to the fact of his pickiness, Rina is additionally eliminated from the commercial. She returns home, crying and cursing at him. Meanwhile, Sumi is putting out in the front yard with their family dog. When she isn't always looking, it runs backyard the residence and disappears. Sumi spends the entire day searching for it and finds an older girl unconscious on the ground. She takes it upon herself to raise the negative woman to her house. Impressed by means of her kindness, the female brings her inside and exhibits that she is a tarot reader on being requested to pick a tarot card. Sumi chooses the rarest one of them all. According to the woman, it is supposed to grant her a wish. Although skeptical, Sumi thinks of exchanging lives with her sister, but then she changes her thinking and asks for the capacity to never reap weight. The lady gives her a necklace as a present earlier than seeing her off. While returning domestic with her dog, Sumi all of a sudden passes out. At the identical time, Renee, who is in the center of a dance rehearsal, also falls unconscious. When the sisters wake up, they are by means of every other's beds in a hospital. Strangely enough, their mom calls them with the aid of unique names. Confused, they seem at each other and are startled to see that they have some way exchanged their bodies. They right now run outdoor and hit their heads with a rock, attempting to swap back. But the stupid concept does not work. While brainstorming different plans, Sumi's eyes land upon the necklace the tarot reader gave her earlier. She remembers that she had subconsciously requested to trade lives with her sister and rushes to the lady's house. On accomplishing the place, they discover out that the lady has long passed on a vacation and won't return for a month. The news is devastating for both sisters, who will now have to live as the man or woman they hate the most for the next month. To modify to their new lives, they inform each other the do's and don'ts of their day-to-day life. Sumi is asked to be impolite to everyone, devour much less and exercise the dance that their girl team has been rehearsing. But Renee solely has to exist and be quiet to be like her sister. The following day they wear each other's clothes, change telephones and get geared up for the day. Rina goes to college consuming a field of snacks she would have in no way eaten in her previous body. She is not worried about being switched and considers it as a free one-month holiday from the one-month vacation from her commonly busy lifestyle. That is till a group of bullies stops her. Jiok snatches the box and makes fun of her for liking him. Rina wishes to instruct them all a lesson but remembers that Sumi would in no way do something like that and continues quiet. Meanwhile, Sumi goes to the organization for a remaining rehearsal of their comeback show. Being the most popular one in the group, she is given the prettiest garments and first priority. However, when it is time to perform, she gets fearful and messes up the dance. Ice Young, who is staring at the performance, laughs at her lack of talent. After the rehearsals, they will have to operate. Stay anxiety receives the nice of Sumi and she breaks down crying in the bathroom. She holds the necklace and needs to do her pleasant in the remaining performance. Lo and behold, when she finally has to perform, she doesn't neglect a single step. However, the primary vocalist and her rival forget about the lyrics in the center of the stage broadcast to help her. Sumi sings in her location and steals the show. Even Haitians, surprised to hear her actually pronouncing properly after the show, she by accident falls into his arms. Unlike Rihanna, Sumi is mesmerized by using his beauty. He places her down earlier than going to the stage and performing a track while Sumi stares at him in endearment at home. Rina is mad that Sumi pronouncing nicely because after going back through her body, people will count on her to do the same. Sumi promises to do her worst the next time, but then Hae Seong texts her, asking her to record a duet with him. Reina remembers him being arrogant the last time and as soon as Sumi to do her exceptional and teach him a lesson at school. Renaud discovers Sumi's journal and reads it. She soon finds out what her sister goes via on a everyday basis due to the bullies. The next time she bumps into them, she makes certain to insult one of the ladies' makeup. When the girl tries to slap her, Rina restricts her hand, shocking everyone. Geosyntek comes forward to humiliate her for liking him for the 100th time, however Renata in turn calls him ugly and walks away. He is left startled via the unexpected personality. Strange and even finds it attractive. Humans are so weird at the identical time. In the company's Hae Seong texts Sumi to come to the rooftop. He apologizes for being rude to her all through the business and discusses what track they must do it. They seem to have comparable style in music, which makes it less difficult to choose. In the end, Hae Seong pulls her into an embrace, asking her out on a date. In the following scene, the couple is in the studio mixing and recording the track whilst listening to the give-up result. They end up kissing. At home, the sisters take a seat down to speak about their day. Since both of them did things the other one wouldn't approve if they lied to every other. Rina is distressed that they nonetheless have 15 days to switch their bodies, however Sumi has commenced falling in love with Younger and doesn't feel like changing. Before going to sleep, she needs that the tarot reader in no way comes returned from vacation. Starting the subsequent day, she meets Hae Young on the rooftop. Every chance she gets, she enjoys the little time they have together to the fullest. Meanwhile, Rina continues analyzing Sumi's. A flashback shows us that Sumi had long gone for quite a few musical exhibit auditions. She was once recognized for her talent, however only at some point of blind auditions. Many directors would bluntly call her names and dismiss her brain due to the fact of her looks. This makes Rina comprehend how unfair the world is to the so-called ugly people. Her classmates, who usually bully her, are dancing to her song at some point of recess. When Rina laughs at them, they mission her to do the same. She surprises anyone via performing better than all of them. Yoshioka starts looking at her otherwise after the incident. The next day, Sumi is the use of Hazeyat's laptop when she finds out that he watches her singing live streams. It gives her hope that he may like her even when she goes lower back to her regular body. At the same time Rina is going through Summer's computer, she finds the Sexy Diva Stay Flow channel and by chance starts off Evolve to stream with her face in the front of the webcam. Several feedback flood in making fun of her looks, and she loses many of her subscribers at night. Numi cries herself to sleep, wishing to the necklace that all people forgets about the live stream. The following morning the stay stream is gone and no one is speak me about it nearly as if it by no means existed. Even Reina doesn't be mindful going live. Sumi figures out that the necklace is not ordinary. It has been granting all of her wishes till now. Throughout the day, she tests the electricity of the necklace, and the desire comes true every time. But she additionally realizes that every time she is granted a wish, anyone in her lifestyle suffers the consequences. Like when she asks for the food of her choice, Hae Sung's new song is accused of plagiarism. How the hell did she connect the dots on that one? Similarly, when he messes up a live performance, she needs for him to select it right up. The wish is granted, however a crew member is severely injured. As a result, the subsequent day Jiok locks himself in live performance. She needs for him to pick it proper up. The wish is granted, but a crew member is severely injured as a result. The next day, Jiok locks himself in a studio, saddened via the plagiarism scandal. Sumi goes to meet him and the two completed recording their duet track together. In the following scene, Reina is excited because the 30 days are ultimately over. The sisters go to the tarot reader's house but see that she nonetheless has now not returned. Sumi thinks that it's due to the fact she as soon as unknowingly wished for her by no means to return. She but again makes a wish this time for the reader to be again soon. As an end result of the wish, a dating rumor about her and Haeshang is unfolded in the media. Rina finds out about the rumor and is furious. They get into a fist combat in the middle of a parking lot and have to be separated by using Hae Seong. He pushes Rina onto the ground, telling her to remain away. However, the gesture makes Sumi accept as true with that he is only in love with Rino's pretty face. The next day, Sumi visits the tarot reader once more and finds out from her daughter that she exceeded away because of a disease. The female additionally reveals that to reverse a wish one should preserve the necklace and surely desire for them to swap return to their bodies. If either of the girls does not absolutely imply it, the want might not be granted. On ultimately discovering a way to go back, Rina is overjoyed, but the same can't be stated for Sumi. Seeing that her sister is bothered, Rina reveals that his younger used to hate her when she was in her own body. This capacity currently he is not in love with Rino's face but with Zumi's personality. Following the conversation, the girls make a want as the tarot reader has told, but nothing changes. Then the following day, Sumi and Rina meet in the front of the agency for work. Rina is about to be hit through a car, however Sumi places her life in risk and saves her. When they wake up in the hospital, they have switched lower back to their authentic bodies. The doctor who is in cost of them appears precisely like the tarot reader. She explains that Sumi is the elder sister and the protector of the younger one on account that she fulfilled her purpose. By saving Rina from the accident, they had been in a position to swap back. In the following scene, Renee breaks up with excessive Siang, claiming that she would not want to lose brand offers through being viewed with him. In reality, courting her sister's love is unacceptable to her. The bully Jiok also apologizes to Sumi and expresses that he has started to like her, however she rejects him given that she is in love with his young and due to the fact Yoshi Yak is a simp. A few weeks later, Haeshang organizes a musical audition. Rina brings the types to Sumi. Encouraging her to participate, Sumi gathers adequate courage to go to the audition, generally due to the fact she wishes to see at Young and one more time. She sings the music they duetted collectively and impresses everyone. In the final scene, we see Sumi and Haeshang recording a music together, indicating that she received chosen in the audition. Note that we in no way heard about the horny diva live flow again, so I'd say the ethical of this story is to bypass toxic internet comments. Subscribe for greater videos like this. Turn on the notifications. Can't leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for